have a talent for maths, science, technology, and IT? Are you excellent at solving problems? Do you love electronics and finding out how things work? If you have answered yes to these questions, then the occupation of electronics engineer may be for you. Electronics engineers design, create, and test electronic devices. This can include anything from a GPS system to an iPod to the electronics used in a satellite. Although the occupations of electrical and electronics engineering often are used interchangeably, there is a difference. Electrical engineers usually work with entire electrical systems. Electronics engineers are more concerned with smaller parts of the system, such as individual circuit boards. Electronics engineers have a different use for electricity. In electronic engineering, it's used for processing information and not for transmitting energy. Many industries have electronics engineers working in them. Electronic engineers that specialize in telecommunications design and develop mobile phones, TV, and satellite communications. Those that work in the field of data communications focus on designing and developing ATMs, laptops, and tablets. Some electronic engineers prefer the biomedical field, where they are involved with the development of clinical and laboratory equipment. Other electronic engineers work in the aeronautical industry, and here the focus is on navigation and communication systems, radar, and avionics. Lastly, there are a large number of electronic engineers who work in the manufacturing industry. Here they specialize in developing new programmable logic controls, or PLCs, and industrial machinery. Electronic engineers design new forms of electronic equipment and systems. Prototypes are created and tested extensively. Once the design meets all the requirements, the costs of manufacturing and production time plans are calculated. Electronic engineers maintain electronic systems. They develop maintenance and testing procedures to test that electronic equipment is functioning correctly. Electronic equipment and systems are also inspected to make sure they meet all the required safety standards and regulations. Electronics engineers typically work normal hours in a week, but may work longer to meet project deadlines or if shift work is required. Some electronics engineers work in offices and others in laboratories. Some may work on site in factories and workshops. Depending on the field of engineering and the nature of the business, travel can be frequent. The Engineering Council of South Africa, ECSA, is a statutory body that regulates the engineering professions in this country. A recognized degree in electronic engineering is therefore required to enter this occupation. After graduation, most engineers work towards attaining professional status. To get this accreditation, an engineer must demonstrate experience, expertise, and fulfill the statutory requirements set out by ECSA. Only engineers that are accredited as professional engineers by ECSA may use this title. Professional engineer is an internationally recognized designation. Progression in this occupation is likely to involve greater management responsibility. Some engineers undertake postgraduate qualifications and change their focus to research and development. Electronic systems are increasingly being used in the sciences such as biology, physics, medicine. As there is an increasing need for electronics engineers to be familiar with the area of specialization, a further degree in the field may be done. There are options for self-employment in this occupation. After gaining significant work experience, some engineers work as consultants or start their own specialist company.